Hey guys, hopefully you can hear me over the birds. They're going crazy in the barn as usual. It's something that I pre-recorded, so when I get it up, I don't know. We've had a steer that's been loose for over a week now, and I finally got the call from a neighbor that they have found him. He's actually laying down in a little swampy area out in a bean field. It's like an acre of woods, swamp, and this steer's from Tennessee. So I thought I was just going to show you guys sort of how you go about catching a wild steer. He's over 2 miles away. Yeah, in the country, that's your neighbor. So that's how we're going to do it. The first thing, we can't wrangle them. There's not too many cowboys here in Michigan. I consider myself as close to a cowboy as you're going to find. But guess what? We don't ride horses anymore. We ride four-wheelers. So right-handed throttle four-wheelers do not work when you're right-handed roping. So we skip the roping part and go straight to tranquilizing. We actually use a drug called xylazine or Rompum. It's labeled for cattle. You talk to your vet, he can help you out. She can help you out as far as dosage, size of the steer. My steer is 600 pounds plus. He's here just being finished. Jumped out of the gate when it was storming, so we gotta go get him. This is the size of dart that we actually use. This is a practice dart for the gun that I have. The gun that I have is a air gun that is based off of a 22 essentially. Right here, it is a pump. So this little tag tells me my distances per pump. That way you don't forget it. I don't have to use this very often. That's the good part. It's pretty accurate up to, well, it says 30 yards, but it goes a lot farther than that. My barn here is 75 feet long, and I shoot from one end to the other at the 25-yard setting, which I guess is pretty close to right on. The 30-yard setting, it's close to, just a little off, but yeah, so these are the darts we use. No pressure needed to inject them. It naturally goes in them. It will bury itself up to there. The darts that we're going to be using will have a barb on them right here. They'll hold into the steer, and it's gel covered. So sitting inside that steer, it's big, and as it sits in there, it dissolves, and then it falls out. But in this case, we are recovering the steer, going to put them back in a trailer and bring them back here to the farm. So we'll be able to pull that out or let it fall out naturally in the trailer. It doesn't usually take too long. We're going to be working on his pen, obviously. He jumped a 5-foot gate. He is an athlete. You know, you do get animals like that sometimes that are absolute athletes, that will jump, that will beat up stuff. So I've raised, you know, numerous cattle. This barn at one time had over 200 cattle in it, here and in the lean-to. That's what we're known for. We're raising cattle from the mid-40s till, I guess, the early 2000s. Then we sort of switched gears. But my grandfather was one of the first guys to AI here in the state of Michigan, which would be artificial insemination for all you people that don't know. So we were sort of pioneers in the cattle business here in Michigan, and now we're trying to get back in it a little bit. We're just feeding cattle to eat. As you know, there's nothing like raising your own. So I'll keep you up to date on what's going on here, and we'll get together all the stuff, get Bailey here, and go out and find us a steer. We're going steer hunting today, guys. Thanks.